got J-Ara from 2018, and then another J-Ara from 2015, both attacking me. They will not let up. And I say some of it is because they're too used to possessing and using my energy. Sometimes they just see it as the natural way of functioning, when it's not. It's actually the intention of slavery upon me. And they show no sign of letting up. And then, I'm dealing with who I call the frequency Nazis on this timeline, but on of course on the two J-Aras, there's the same family who I wouldn't necessarily call the frequency Nazis in those timelines, but they are a problem. Deanna, Sweater, Jonathan, Sandra, etc. So I got them in 2015, them in 2018, and then and they keep it's them that keep programming me to the to a state where they managed to program parts of me to believe that my mind was their mind, and it spread through me like a virus, and it was one of the worst attacks I've experienced for a long time. That was last night or the night before, and then they programmed me to love the people trying to kill me, and that was another virus that spread through me. 11/11. So I cleared all that up last night, and I'm wondering right now, how susceptible is J-Ara to falling into these states where he gets satisfaction out of these kinds of attacks, because ultimately these attacks on me are attacks on all of reality, if you can see it, if you can look with a bigger picture understanding. And I think, wow, Ara is doing that is strange to me. And I think that's why I picked up on these timelines, because there's something wrong with these two J-Aras. They're carrying something that's causing them they're out of alignment. This isn't an easy thing to deal with, because they're my spirit family. But once they become a threat to all of existence, which they are, then they have to be destroyed and perhaps killed, depending on if they leave or not, because otherwise they're just going to keep growing disharmony to a dangerous point. So the best action there is becomes their death. Lily Ara and Leah, been trying to teach me the importance of tackling their destruction or death as quickly as possible, which I know is always essential, but in these deep trances, it's been difficult to enact, to even think about, or to see my thoughts about it. So, sort of taking all these parts of me and putting them together now, and becoming more aware of them. Now I can clear this up a lot faster. There's a Marilyn Monroe, same problem. There's an Audrey Hepburn, the same problem. You know, and I had difficulty with those as well. You know, same thing again. And then and then with them sort of with so many programming me to believe that my mind was their mind at once, this caused, and not only that, programming me to thoughts that my mind doesn't usually flow with, it caused a delay, several delays in different parts of my mind, which over time caused blackouts, which spread through most of the, a lot of the attackers, a lot of the stalkers, and parts of me, but I don't experience it in the same way. My guides influence me to experience this in a specific way so that it can be dealt with appropriately. Because ultimately this is a guided process, and this is also a matter of self-defense for me, because they are all attacking me at once. And you know, my survival is a priority, although the ultimate objective is to clear this disharmony in the best and quickest way possible, and create states of peace everywhere. Peace that we've never had before. Peace that we've never had before throughout space and time. I'm sorry I haven't done more updates. There's so many things happen, but it's so difficult for me to talk about. Sometimes I get distracted as well. You know, I haven't. It's been difficult to find the time, but whenever I get the time, I will put it up, and I will give you as much. I'll give you full truth and as much detail as I can. You know, there might be some things that I might not want to share because maybe it's not it's not what's best for everyone. So who else is here? There's like 100. This is like another 200, 300 celebrities I haven't named. It turned out to be very poisonous attackers indeed. You know, usual.